Your finger may already be on the screen, ready to scroll. But what if this is the message God has been using to get your attention? Watch this message until the end, because the final truth could change the way you face spiritual warfare. One of Satan's greatest victories isn't convincing someone to stop believing in God. It's convincing a believer that they have to face every struggle alone. The moment you begin to believe that nobody understands what you're going through, that nobody can help you, or that you should keep everything to yourself, you've already stepped onto ground where the enemy wants you, and that's what makes this so dangerous. Satan doesn't have to destroy your faith overnight. He only has to isolate you, because once you're fighting by yourself, every lie sounds believable. Every temptation feels stronger. What begins as one difficult day can quietly become a life of silent battles. There are people who still go to church every Sunday, still smile when people ask how they're doing, yet inside they're carrying fear, temptation, anxiety that nobody knows about. They aren't losing the battle because God has abandoned them. They're losing because they're trying to carry a burden that God never asked them to carry alone. Now ask yourself this: if isolation makes the battle harder, why would the enemy want anything else? Think about this for a moment. A soldier would never walk onto a battlefield and tell the rest of his army, "I've got this, I'll fight alone." Everyone would call that foolish because they understand something simple. Battles are won together. Yet spiritually, many Christians do exactly that. They try to carry every temptation without allowing anyone to stand beside them. Fear grows louder when there's no one reminding you of God's promises. Temptation becomes harder to resist when nobody knows you're fighting it. That's why some of the strongest believers in Scripture surrounded themselves with people who would strengthen their faith. They understood that victory isn't just about having courage. It's about remaining connected to God and to His people. You were never called to be a lone soldier. Stop treating isolation like strength. God never called you to fight spiritual battles alone. He called you to stand with Him and with His people. Leave an amen in the comments. You never know who your faith might encourage today.